Hey everyone, Sebastian here from True Home Construction LLC, and we are a management company. We help people build houses. Right now we're helping several families in Altadena. We're in the permit process for 3 to 4 properties right now, and we're waiting for those permits to come in to start building those properties. We are also building this house you see here on Marathon Street in Altadena, and we're almost at the halfway point for this property. So today's video is going to be about how to start the process in a way where you're going to know exactly what's happening in your design. You're also going to know what's being designed for your property and what to expect. So in my conversations with several homeowners that want to build in Altadena, in some cases we have inherited drafters and architects, meaning that we're working with the clients, but they already have chosen an architect or a drafter to help them design this house. And so in that process, sometimes those architects and drafters have their own process, and sometimes they add certain things to the plans. Some people don't add those same things to the plans. And so it's important for everyone to have clarity when it comes to that, because sometimes the decisions you make in design are gonna imply more money or less money when you're building that home. So as you can see, this construction checklist that I'm pointing to right now, I'm gonna make it bigger so that you guys can see it. But these are points that we put on this checklist so that you guys have those conversations with the design team, and that way at the very least you know that those things are happening and what's happening. We're constantly adding to this list, and as we move forward we're going to keep adding to the list so that communication is better and so that your conversations with the design team are a lot better also. For example, number 1 on this list is survey, foundation, excavations, stakes needed. In Altadena right now, there's many lots, and unfortunately a lot of the boundary lines and fencing were burned down in the fires, and so now you just have the lots. And yes, if you go to your title profile, it's going to depict where the lines are, what their measurements are, but they're not physically on the ground. And so you want to know that, because there are setbacks for your house. For example, from the sideline of your property lines, you are able to start building 5 feet away from that line. So what happens if you start 4 feet in? That means that you're going to start building too close to the property line, and now you're going to be encroaching. That's the technical term. You're going to be encroaching on your neighbor's property, and then that's going to be a huge problem. And if the inspector then is going to ask you for those property lines and stakes from a surveyor, then you're going to be in big trouble financially, because then having to trench or move a foundation over just by a couple of inches is going to cost you a lot of money. So the point here is for you to see it here on this checklist, and for you to check it off as you're scheduling the surveyor to come out to do the survey, to stake the property, so that your contractor is going to know 100% where to start digging and where to start building. The inspector for the city is also going to ask for this document. You're going to have to upload it to the one-stop forum for building and safety, and so they're going to ask you for it anyway. And so you just want to be proactive in knowing that you need it, number 1, checking it off as you schedule it or as your team schedules it, and then after that, then making sure that everything is moving along appropriately. Hope that makes sense. And so if you want this checklist to make your life easier, just let us know and we can send it out to you via email. Any questions about building in Altadena, any questions about your particular projects, send me a message and we can definitely have a conversation about that. If you want to do a walkthrough of our current property in Altadena on Marathon Street, you're more than welcome to come visit us, and also to do a walkthrough to then talk about your particular project. My name is Sebastian, and hope you have a great day.